Hello, everybody. It's Bills.College football guy here with another video. What are the stories of week 5? Oh boy, we got a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games to go, plus the 3 that you decided that I'll be making picks on. Oh my goodness. So we get into this. Ohio State at Washington. Easy for me to say. Ohio State at Washington. Buckeyes versus the Huskies. Washington does pretty damn good at home, but this is Ohio State. Is Ohio State going to get this win here? I mean, could they potentially slip up? I mean, it's a possibility here. I mean, I wouldn't know. The sports bettors don't think so, but I would not rule this out. This could be Ohio State losing to Washington. How messed up would this be? We got USC at Illinois. USC traveling cross country. For me, this is a game that could be comedy because I have like 3 games a week I think are comedy gold. This could be one of them. USC travels across country to Illinois. If Illinois, who just got gutter stomped by Indiana, beats USC at home, how hilarious would that be to make fun of Lincoln Riley? We're top 25. No, you're not. Because if Illinois right now, Illinois is barely hanging on. If Illinois gets blown out by SC, you might as well pick on the top 25. I think AP will get them out. And that game here could be really more interesting. Indiana at Iowa. Indiana with an impressive victory. They're on the road at Iowa. Iowa's defense, can they keep Iowa's offense in check? I don't think so, but it could be an interesting story there. Here's my second comedy game of the day. Notre Dame at Arkansas. Arkansas, who just lost to Memphis. Notre Dame has not won a game all year. If Sam Pittman, whose job is on the line, beats Notre Dame at home, will they finally take Notre Dame out of the top 25? They'll be out of mine. They're barely in as it is. Game that's probably going to be, I think, maybe more fun games to watch. LSU and Ole Miss. I mean, this is LSU's defense, which is nuts, against Ole Miss's offense. I'm actually hoping I can watch some of this games. This is going to be a fun one to watch. You got Auburn at Texas A&M. Can A&M go 4-0? And then the one that could really piss off some Utes fans. Utah on the road at West Virginia. Country roads, baby. Utah goes cross country. You just got blown up by Texas Tech. If West Virginia beats you, I hate to say this, but if West Virginia beats Utah after they got blown out by Texas Tech, will this cause Kyle Whittingham to retire this season because of these losses? Just throwing it out there. The Rio Grande, this one for me is kind of an interesting game. The Rio Grande rivalry, New Mexico State at New Mexico. Normally the game, it doesn't really get anything. Like, they hate each other. If they hate each other so much, why is the entire student section sold out for the Mexico game? In the Mexico student section is sold out. They want this game. Mountain West, you paying attention? But no. Mexico State is backfill. I look at the Mexico State just like Sacramento State. If UNLV and Air Force lead the Mountain West and go somewhere, Sacramento State and Mexico State are going to come in as the 2 schools to fill up the holes. That's what they're going to do. Oh, my. Another one that could be some comedy. Arizona at Iowa State. Some of the Iowa State is ranked too high. Can they go 5-0 in this game? Will Arizona prove the fact that they actually can belong a little bit? Or is Arizona actually going to pull the upset and knock Iowa State down and knock them back down? And the game that may be competitive-wise, outside of the 3 picks on, maybe the most important. Appalachian State at Boise State. This is a G5 eliminator game. If Boise loses to Appy State, kiss the playoff goodbye. Because you're going to have a loss again. I don't care how bad how Notre Dame is. If you beat Notre Dame, holy crap. But if you lose to Appy State and lose to Notre Dame, that's 3 losses. Done. So the only way the Mountain West would get in is if UNLV runs the table or only has 1 loss and wins the conference championship. So, not looking good for my friends over the Mountain West. But this could be a damn good game because it's in Boise. Appy State going cross country. Boise's the favorite. Could be a damn good one. All right, now let's get to the 3 games that I'm making picks on, which ironically have the same point spreads. Exactly the same point spreads. Your votes. 3-0 TCU at 3-1 Arizona State. Arizona State is a 3.5-point favorite. Get used to 3.5, folks. Arizona State wants to get back on track. They want to get back in the Big 12 title picture. TCU and Josh Hoover wants to prove the fact he belongs. Sam Leavitt, we know what he can do. Josh Hoover wants to prove the fact that he can keep up with this group and excel. I've been high on him before the season even started. Said TCU was going to be a surprise team. Josh Hoover was a quarterback to watch. Go back and look at the videos. And I think this is going to be a field goal game. And since it's a field goal game, give me TCU, and I'll take the 3.5 points. Whiteout in Happy Valley. Oregon at Penn State. Penn State's a 3.5-point home favorite. The Oregon offense, which seems like they want to score like the points are going out of style, against the Penn State defense, who seems like some of their linebackers eat raw meat on a regular basis. I could go down the whole roster and all the thing, and it's an incredibly even matchup, is who's going to win the matchup between Drew Aller and Dante Moore. Because that's basically what's going to decide this. And it is close. But Penn State's at home. I got faith in them. Give me Penn State, and I'll lay the 3.5. And lastly, oh boy, the game that definitely could decide who's going to Atlanta in Mercedes-Benz Stadium for the SEC Championship. Alabama at Georgia. Georgia's a 3.5-point favorite. Both these teams have, right now, Bama looked at the Georgia film that Tennessee played and looked at them going like, okay, I can exploit this. Can you? Can Ty Simpson do what Joey Aguilar does? Okay, pause. Can you imagine the fact that I'm actually saying this? Because at the beginning of the season, I was like, Joey Aguilar, I don't know if he's going to do anything. And now we're wondering, some people have had him ranked as the second best quarterback in the SEC behind John Mateer. What the hell? But Ty Simpson versus Gunnar Stockton. Neither one of them celebrated. Neither one of them figured to do much. And this is going to be a defensive game. Do you really trust either one of these two putting up 50 points, 40 points, making a shootout? No, I don't. So the defensive struggle, who's got the better defense? Georgia. So I know Georgia has had their problems, but Bama's defense, I mean, it's going to be a close damn game, but I just got a feeling Georgia's going to win this one. So give me Georgia, and I'll lay the 3.5. So it's just going to be a crazy week. But like I said, the upset specials on this, like I said, if Washington beat Ohio State, if Illinois beat USC, if West Virginia beat Utah, oh boy, we could have some fun tonight, won't we? I can't make fun about Oklahoma losing the game. Just kidding, because Mateer is out with an injury. He'll be back soon enough. But we're going to see what's going on here. But I've done enough yapping. Why don't you let me know what you think about all this down in the comments. Again, thanks everybody for watching the video. If you haven't done it already, do me the favor. Smash the like button, hit the thumbs up. Helps the algorithm, helps the video be seen by more people. Comment on the video. My 3 picks that I made, the 3 games y'all voted on in the polls between YouTube and X. I have taken TCU plus 3.5 on the road at Arizona State. I'm taking Penn State minus 3.5 at home against Oregon. And I'm taking Georgia minus 3.5 at home against Alabama. You let me know what you think down in the comments. Share the video if you want to. If you haven't done it already, check out some of the other videos that I've done. If you like them, hey, subscribe to the channel. On the road to 2K, trying to make some magic happen. If you want to follow me on X, the link is in the description. I have a realignment video coming tomorrow with some news I got about the Pac-12, which is funny because last I had the video and had the information going, and then shout out to 2 fellow YouTubers, to Jason Kelly, Let's Run with Jason Kelly, UNLV show, and Collegiate Athletics Advocate. Please hope I said your name right, dude. It was primarily a Pac-12 based show, and I watched the 2 of them debating over the fact that the Mountain West and the Pac-12 both need to expand. Yes, well, the Mountain West and Jason said this, and they're not going to do anything until 2031. And Advocate said, they're going to take and raid from the AC, the American, before it ever happens. before 2030 happens. When I've got it from multiple sources, it's somewhere in the middle. And it doesn't, they're getting an expansion. They're getting another team. It's not basketball. I'm talking football. Not this year. 27. And it's not for the American. If I get this enough time, it'll be up on tomorrow. If not, I'll put it up on Monday. We'll see. Maybe we'll weekend. We'll see what this goes in here. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Everybody's having a great day. Be safe and please be good to each other.